Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Jessica and today I'll be guiding you through an after travel yoga flow. This class is perfect for you if you have just finished or have come back from traveling, whether it be long hours in a vehicle or on a plane. This will help open up through your hips and your shoulders after sitting for long periods of time. Welcome to my backyard. If you're in an area where it's accessible to do this practice outdoors, I highly recommend trying it outside, especially after being cooped up inside for long hours. It'll be really nice for your body and mind. We're going to begin today in Supta Baddha Konasana, your reclined butterfly pose. Come down to your back, soles of the feet together, knees apart. Rest your head down onto the mat. Relax your shoulders down away from you. Your choice how far apart you would like your feet. For a more intense stretch, have your heels closer towards your body. And for a gentler stretch, widen your feet further away. If you have blocks, go ahead and place those underneath your legs for added support. And if not, just let gravity weigh down your legs. Reach your arms up overhead, inviting a gentle stretch in your chest and shoulders. Start to bring awareness to your breath. Breathe in and out through your nose. Let your mind come to the present moment. Allow yourself to take up space on your mat. Bring your arms back down by your sides. Use your hands to help guide your legs up. Soles of the feet to the mat, knees pointing up towards the sky. Bring the soles of your feet close to your body, so much so that you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Plant your hands down into the mat. Press the small of your back into the mat. Press your feet into the mat and slowly lift your hips up. Bridge pose. Shimmy your shoulders underneath you. Option to interlace your hands behind your back. Press your palms or press your hands into the mat wherever you are. Lift your hips up even higher. Chin up, chest towards chin. If you took an interlace, unlace your hands, lower yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Draw your knees in towards your chest, wrap your hands behind your legs, and start to rock and roll yourself. Going up and down your spine a few times, and then finding your way into a comfortable seat. Place your hands in front of you, roll over your knees, tabletop. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, curl, round everything in, press the mat away. Inhale, drop your belly, tailbone and gaze lift. Exhale, press into the mat. As you do this, press the tops of your feet into the mat. Notice the subtle change, the engagement in your legs, your thighs. Follow the pace of your own breath. Come back to a neutral tabletop. Walk your hands slightly forward of your shoulders. Spread your fingertips, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. First downward facing dog, maybe of the day. Pedal out your feet from side to side. Shift your hips. Come to stillness. Take 3 breaths in position. Bend your knees, lift your hips, press your chest towards your thighs. Heels do not need to be touching the mat. Gaze forward, bend your knees, exhale, step towards the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Once more, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale, root to rise. Sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Lengthen your spine, lengthen the crown of your head. Inhale, sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, sweep your arms wide and down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Take an inhale here, lower your knees down to the mat, lower all the way down to the floor. Press into your palms, inhale, lift up, cobra pose. Exhale, accept some kisses from your animals. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Press yourself up and back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Take a full inhale. Exhale, knees up or down, shift forward, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Press into the tops of your feet, into your hands. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right heel up towards the ceiling, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up your hips. Roll out your ankle in either direction. Gaze forward to the top of your mat. Step your foot in between your palms. Plant your back heel down, rise up, warrior 2. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Gaze over your front fingertips. Generous bend in your front knee. Extended side angle. Place your right hand to right thigh. Sweep your left arm up and over. Gaze underneath your armpit. Keep turning your chest open. Gaze down to the bottom of the mat. Place your hands to the inside of your foot. Pivot onto your back heel. Heel toe your foot to the edge of their mat. Lizard pose. Take a few moments with your knee elevated and shift forward and back. Let your hips settle in, sink low. Stay here or come down to your knee. Focus on your breath. either stay up onto your hands or lower yourself down to forearms. If you have blocks, you can place your hands under blocks or rest your forearms onto your blocks. Feel free to shift side to side. No need to stay perfectly still here, especially after long hours of travel and being cooped up in a small area. It's nice to have freedom of movement. Optional quad stretch. Bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand, grab a hold of your foot with your hand, pull your leg in as much as is comfortable. If you took a quad stretch, slowly release the hold of your foot, lower down with control, place your hand back down, heel toe your foot in between your palms, and then all the way over to the left side of your mat, lower your right knee to right wrist, pigeon pose. Shift your left leg back. For this first variation, stay up onto your fingertips, broaden your chest, roll your shoulders back, gaze forward. Take a few breaths here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, walk yourself forward fold. Any amount, either come down to forearms or make a pillow with your hand. Always the option to place a block underneath your thigh or use as a pillow. We'll take 10 breaths here. Get comfortable in the uncomfortable. Inhale, press yourself back up onto your palms. Slowly find your way back to downward facing dog. Take a moment, either finding stillness or pedal out your feet, whichever feels better to you in this moment. Wherever you are, come to stillness. Take a full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, reach your left heel up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Take ankle circles, go in both directions. Gaze towards the top of your mat. Exhale, step between your palms. Warrior two. Plant your back heel down. Windmill your arms up to a T. Shoulders relax down and away from your ears. Place your left forearm to left thigh. Sweep your right arm up and over, extended side angle. If you are collapsing into your shoulder, use your forearm to press against your knee. Lift up. Gaze underneath your armpit. Keep turning your chest open. Keep sinking low. Gaze down. Sweep your arm down in front of you. Both hands to the inside of your foot. Heel toe your foot to the edge of the mat. Lizard pose. Rock back and forth a few times. Settle in. Let your hips be heavy. And then when you're ready, let your back knee lower down to the mat, untuck your toes, lizard pose. Stay up on your forearms or come down, stay up on your hands or come down to forearms. If you have blocks, go ahead and use those to support you. Optional quad stretch. Bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand, grab a hold of your foot, pull your leg in closer to your body. If you took this variation, slowly let go of your foot. Bring your hand back down in front of you. Heel toe your foot all the way to the right. Let your left knee lower to left wrist. Scoot your right leg back, pigeon pose. Tense your fingertips. Broaden your shoulders. Broaden through your chest. Gaze forward. Create length in your spine. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, use this length, walk forward, fold over. 10 breaths here. Press yourself up. Find your way into downward facing dog. Move slowly. Your last downward dog of the class. Lower your knees down to the mat. Widen your legs, big toes together. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose. Gaze forward. Pull yourself forward into Sphinx Pose. Forearms stay planted to the mat, elbows underneath your shoulders. Press the mat away from you. Imagine like you're pulling the mat towards you and your chest is coming forward. Press into your pubic bone, into the tops of your feet. Gaze forward. And then allow your chin to drop towards your chest, inviting a stretch in the back of your neck. Slowly lift your gaze, lower yourself all the way down, turn over onto your back. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Widen your knees towards your shoulders. Stay here or grab onto your feet for happy baby, either grasping onto the outer edges of your feet or holding onto your big toes with your peace fingers. Sway side to side. Play around with straightening one leg. And then rebend, straighten your other leg. Go back and forth between these two movements. Maybe you straighten both legs at the same time. Yeah. Take any final movements your body is craving before coming down to Shavasana. Extend your legs out long. Rest your arms beside you. Close down or soften your gaze. Let every part of your body be heavy. Let yourself relax for a few minutes. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Create circles with your wrists and your ankles. Stretch your arms up overhead. Get a big good morning stretch. Bend your knees. Roll over onto one side. Create a pillow with your arm. And when you're ready, press yourself up into your hands to a comfortable seat. Sit in any way that feels good for you right now. Lower your hands into your lap, close down or soften your gaze. Thank yourself for allowing this time, the commitment to yourself. Lengthen through your spine. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Sit up nice and tall. Draw your hands towards heart center. We'll close with a releasing breath in through your nose. Exhale, side out the mouth. Bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel better after this class. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you. Bye.